Hi everyone, it's Wendy. Welcome to my craft room in Spain. I was asked in a comment from a video a week or two ago about the books, the little booklets I make that I give out for like Christmas gifts or stocking fillers. And I just presume that everybody, makes them. When you're a more experienced crafter, you just presume that everybody knows how to sew a signature in, etc. Anyway, this lady said, would I give the measurements and stuff? So I thought I'd do a quick video on just that. And I start off with an A4 piece of craft card. Now, A4 in the UK is, although I'm in Spain, but I am English, A4 measures 29.5 by 21 centimetres, which is 11.5 by 8.25 inches. And I cut it in half, so I've got a piece about 14.75 centimetres. So that's the front and back, the cover of my book. So I'm going to make this with you, and this is the one I've already done using the first half. So that is a full piece of A4 craft card. And I've used all the bits just to put a couple of pockets in. And that is just plain paper on the inside and a couple of bits of leftover paper, as I don't like wasting anything. And I treated myself to some handmade with love stickers, and I just close it with a organza ribbon. I do find organza stays tied a bit better than like a satin ribbon. So we'll go through it anyway. And the papers I'm using are a freebie from Angela Care on Facebook, and I'm going to use this piece today. This was the other piece, it's got writing on, and there was a full sheet of ephemera which I've cut out and I'm going to be using on the journal, little pictures and fussy cut. Now, the butterflies did print off the page, but I don't like to waste anything, so I just tucked this one under, and I've put one on the inside at the back under the tag. These are just tags out of my stash. I think I was actually sent them in a swap, so I thought I would utilise them in here. Okay, so let's get to it, and from start to finish practically. Right, so that's I'm just going to trim the white print off, the white borders off my paper. I will link Angela's page. I just have to make notes for myself as we're going along. Otherwise, when I'm doing editing, I just forget about things. Right, so I'll get my scoreboard out to score this, and it is about 21 centimetres. And where's my scoring tool? Honestly, I get in such a state, can't find anything. So that just goes down at the 10.5 centimetre and folded in half. So that gives us the front and back. And I like to just round the corners, and I just use the very smallest rounder on my triple punch. Now, I don't think I cut my A4 piece of card exactly in half. I think I'm out by about 0.5 centimetre. So I'll just measure it, and it is about 15 centimetres by 21. So I'm going to cut these about 10 centimetres, two pieces 10 centimetres by just under 15, two pieces, so 10 centimetres wide by 15. Yeah, I've cut that one. I have to use all the spare bits will come in for pockets, so I don't worry about any bits left over. So that will go on. And I like to round the corners of these as well. Where's my punch? Just use the smallest one. Then glue this. Then I like to ink my edges very quickly. I need a new sponge on the bottom of my inker, or dauber rather. That's just slightly off. And then I like to put a piece of material. Now this is just torn up quilt cover, I think it was. I've got another piece here. This is a piece of pillowcase. And because I tear it, I do have to go and take it upstairs and iron it after, because the edges do tend to curl up. So I'm using 3-in-1 to glue this on. Try and get it in the middle of the fold. And where it's just bent over like that, I just put a bit of glue and try and catch it all. Then turn it over and glue on the inside. I like to do this before I sew the signature, because I just feel it gives it a little bit more strength to sew the signature to, if you understand what I mean. So you're sewing through your card and your material. Now I'll just give that a minute to set while I get my pages ready. And because I'm giving them as gifts, I don't put like book pages and stuff in. Now this is just a block of paper I got from the local China store. And again, we need to know the height, which is about, I'll do it about 14.5 by just under 20. Now I cut a few sheets at a time. I don't even count them. I just, in fact it's going to be short because I want to cut the holes off. So it's going to be, my paper's not quite long enough. So that'll do, that's fine. And I just fold it all in half. And I'll do a few more. I think I cut about 5 at a time. Just to make a little handbag notebook for people, just as a little gift. Oops, that's not cut properly. Then, yeah, that's fine. In fact, that just needs a little bit, no, that can go on the outside, it's a bit wider. Then I'm going to get the pockets ready, because if there's any of these pieces of paper, I'll just slot them over into the book pages. So I'll just use an offcut of card, craft card. Measure about 9.5, both pockets. That one's a little bit less. So let's just straighten that edge up. There. And I don't even measure the depth, I just do it. One can be deeper than the other one. Then I do the paper the same. Did that at 9.5, so I'll do that about 9. And about 3 for one of them. I didn't do these the same, so that'll just fit onto there. Now, I'm not very good at editing my videos, but I am going to have a fiddle about with my phone. I do mine on YouCut, and I'm going to fiddle about and see if I can fast forward, which I've never tried before. So, because you don't want to see me gluing and measuring and everything, I'm going to have a bash at fast forwarding. I don't have an iPhone, so I just use what's available free on the internet. And I looked at reviews, etc., and I found that YouCut was one of the, had some decent reviews anyway. I have found it quite easy to use, but like I say, I'm not terribly good at editing it, and I can't like put pictures in the middle of my videos and stuff like that. But I know a lot of you probably have proper editing programs, but I really don't want to pay for one because I don't do all this for making money. I just make stuff and it goes to charity. So I can't afford to buy an expensive editing program. So that's the 2 pockets on. Like I say, they're different sizes. And I'm going to glue a couple of the ephemera bits on. Now I'll decide what I'm putting on the front. That's what I've got left over, so that's spare. And then, let me see, that could go with a butterfly underneath like the other one, and hide his cut off wing. Yeah, I quite like that one. And then I was watching, I follow a lady called Vicky Papanawu. She's in, I'm not sure if that's a proper name, how I pronounced her second name, but she writes labels on her printer, and that's what I did with the previous one. Time flies because I put the clock on, enjoy life, but I did spell enjoy wrong. Stupid. So let's have think of a nice saying here. Should we just put flowers bloom? E-R-S-B, capital B, L-O-O-M. Flowers bloom. Check your spelling. Let's hope it's right. She makes some gorgeous art journal pages. They're just amazing, and she makes it look so easy. Flowers bloom. Yeah, switch that off because the batteries are running low. And I'll cut it. I love that little printer. It was John Lockwood that got me into a labelling machine. I was at his once and we were sorting out all his dies, and he had me labelling all his dies and putting the labels on the boxes, and I thought, wow, that's a really good idea instead of handwriting stuff. So that's what I did. I went to Argos and bought myself a little printer. And although it's obsolete now, you can't get the cartridges for it. If you Google it on eBay, do a search rather on eBay, you can find a compatible, which is good. So I've got a few now to last me quite a while. But I advise, I'll link Vicky's channel. Honestly, it'll just blow you away. If you like art and mixed media and journaling and stuff, let me just put that link, Vicky P. And then I found these corners when I was looking for a charm, and I thought I need to use those up because there's a lot of them. So I attach them with what's this called, glossy accents, and while it sets, see there, I'm just gonna put some weight on it, which is these heavy butterfly punches. Just let that set up, and I'll get my signature ready. So I've got a piece of paper left here, so I'm just going to slot that in with my pages. I'll just put it in the middle. And I think that's the only piece left. Yeah, there's no other bits. Just get rid of that lot in the bin. That should be set. It doesn't take... Oh no, it's not. Let's just... Wonder why that's not stuck on. Bear with me, I'll just get that stuck. Okay, I'm ready to sew the signature in now. And I use a bulldog clip just to hold the papers, and obviously if you're an experienced journaler, you know how to do the 3-hole pamphlet stitch. So it's 1 hole through the middle, and what I like to do is put my needle and thread, or put my needle through that hole first. So my knot's going to be on the inside. If you want your knot on the outside, go the other way. Then I put a hole, the second hole in. Ow, prick my finger then. So pull my needle through, leave a length of thread and go in there. I've found this the easiest way to stop the holes moving, your papers moving. And then your third hole, go out to the outside, pull it, keep hold of your thread on the inside and go in from there, and luckily your needle comes through quite easily. Now you want a thread at each side of your centerpiece, so you're catching your centerpiece in when you tie the knot. Put my needle away safe, and I always do a reef knot, which is right over left and under, and left over right and under. You can tie a bow if you want to. With it being a little one, I'm not bothering. And I just cut my threads off, put that away, and there's your journal ready. Well, your little notebook. Now I'm just going to put some of these last 2 pieces of ephemera off the sheet, and I'm going to just tuck this one under, just to hide that cut off bit that missed printing. I hate wasting anything, so it doesn't matter that he's lost his wing. There we go. And this one on the back cover. It's a lovely bird sat on a white rose. I do like Angela's work. She does everything pretty, really pretty work. Pinks and lilacs. Just love it. Right, and I have pulled 2 tags out of my shoebox to put in here. And where have I put them? Probably this little stash at the side of me. Oh, I know what I did was going to put in the signature and I've missed them. Stupid. I had some prints left from Sharon Kinsley's digitals, and on the other journal I did put a couple of those in, right there. and there is another piece somewhere there. And I meant to do that with this one, but obviously now it's too late because I've stitched it in. But never mind, they'll do for another time. Right, where's my tags? Yeah. These again were sent in a swap, and I think they'll just fit in. That's a bit bulky, but I'm sure, no, it's not going to fit in there. This one will though. I'll have to find another tag that'll fit. It's too deep, see, it's got like a heart button, so that's obviously not going to fit in the pocket. But I'll find something that'll go in this back pocket. And then I've got a piece of organza ribbon, and I'm sure I had a charm somewhere. Yes, I've got a little padlock. Just thread my ribbon through it, thread it through the twine that I've used to sew the signature in, and then just tie it in a bow, and it just holds it all together. So that's 2 little notebooks to give out as little stocking fillers or gifts. Now I need to just put some more glossy accents on there. Anyway, so I think the lady's name that asked for that was Paula or Pauline. Anyway, it is what she asked for. So I've given the measurements: an A4 piece of card, craft card, cut in half, and then you fold each half in half, and that gives you your little notebooks that end up measuring about 10.5 centimetres by 14 or 15. Okay, thanks for joining me, and I will just mention in my next make video I'm going to be doing something with this bag, and it's a bread bag from the supermarket. So join me next time and see what I do. Okay, bye.